Hi everybody, this is Courtney with Fiber Fox Studios, and today I am going to teach you this pattern right here. This is pattern number 29, and it's available for purchase in the Etsy shop as a chart set. I've got a few variations in that chart set, which is typical for my chart sets, but this one is version number 2, working flat. And you of course can work in the round, and if you are not familiar with in the round, you can jump down to the description where I've linked a couple of videos where I teach in the round in Mosaic Crochet. You can just watch the first few rows to see how you would set up your project and how you're going to work in the round. And then you can jump right back to this video and follow the repeats given in the video to work in the round. We're going to be working flat today. I'm going to be using this cream colored yarn. This is a Signet DK. The color is cream, and the other color I'm using for color B this week is going to be Stylecraft Special Double Knit in the color Cornflower Blue. So we're going to jump into the tutorial now. I've linked the crochet hook that I'm using along with other information all down in the description, so definitely check out that description before starting your project. And for those of you who are going to use this as a support tutorial, if you're using your chart set with this, please make sure that you select version 2 chart. It's marked up on the left-hand corner of the chart. Make sure you're using that chart, or this will not work out and you will get very frustrated. So for the rest of us, you don't need to buy that chart set. You're going to learn all 9 rows here in this video. We will begin this pattern by chaining in our multiple of 23. If you're working flat, you will add 4 chains to the end. If you want to work this pattern in the round, you will just chain in your multiple of 23 and slip stitch to join and form a ring. And then you will work the repeat stitches given. And I mark those in the video. I say when the repeat begins and when it ends. And those are the stitches you are going to focus on. You won't need to look at row ends, and you won't need to do the very first stitch that we are going to do here. And we're going to begin row 1 now. So if you are not ready, pause the video. We're going to work flat. So you're going to chain out in your multiple, join and form your ring if you're doing the in the round. If you are working flat, just chain out in the multiple of 23 over and over, add 4 stitches to the end. For me, I have chained a total of 50 starting chains in color A. So that's 2 multiples of 23 for 46 chains. And then I add 4 to the end, which brings us to the grand total of 50. Now we are going to begin row 1. So please pause if you're not ready for row 1 instruction. If you are very familiar with Mosaic Crochet, you can jump ahead to row 3 after you do your 2 setup rows. So we begin working row 1 now, and row 1 begins by skipping this first chain from our hook and working here into the second chain. We're going to make sure that we go under the V and work completely in the stitch. So we want to make sure we're going under our V here. So we are doing a traditional single crochet. And now we begin the repeat for row 1, which is very simple. We're going to be working all of our repeat stitches that are single crochets in our back loop only. So all the way down all of our rows, as we work, we're going to pick up the back loop only and complete a single crochet just like shown. And we're going to do that in every stitch on this row. So at the end of the row, in the very last stitch, we will do a traditional single crochet. And we'll do that together. So you're just going to work on down your row now, placing your single crochet, working in that back loop only in all of your stitches. So please pause. Meet back up with me at the end of the row. We are now here at the end of row number 1. So we're going to make sure that we go under the V again here at the end of the row. So we're going to be doing a traditional single crochet here in this very last stitch. So you want to insert and make sure you go under the V completely, and then you just finish out your single crochet like normal. From here we can chain up 2 or bind off however you prefer, and we'll meet back up for row 2 in just a moment. Row 2 will begin now. This is what our work looks like after completing row number 1. So now we're going to go here to the front of our row, insert into this very first stitch. So we want to make sure that we ignore that little turning chain and get here into the first stitch, making sure we go under the V. This is how we're going to join on every single row. So I won't be showing this again, but we want to go under the V. We want to take our new color of yarn, color B, and we want to put a slip knot there on our hook. Now we're just going to draw up that loop, chain 1, and then you can complete your traditional single crochet by going back here into the same stitch, and then we draw up and finish up our single crochet. So that is how you join on your new color each and every row. Now we're going to begin our repeat for row 2. Row 2's repeat begins. We're going to place a back loop only single crochet in every single stitch. So that is all we need to do for row number 2, is work our single crochets all the way down the row. So you may pause here and meet up with me when you're ready to go on to row number 3. Remember, at the end of this row, in the very last stitch, you will place a traditional single crochet. And then you will chain up 2 and bind off. Row 3 begins now by joining on this time with color A, and we're going to begin our repeat for row number 3 immediately. Row 3's repeat begins by doing a double crochet here into the next stitch. All of our double crochets are going to be worked exactly the same way. So you wrap your yarn, you identify your very next stitch, and then you slide down and pick up the front loop that we left when we did those back loop only single crochets. So you're going to pick up that front loop, grab and pull up your loop, grab and pull through 2, grab and pull through 2. So it's a normal double crochet stitch, but we just work it dropped down here 2 rows below. Now we're going to do a total of 4 single crochets over the next 4 stitches. One, two, 3, 4. Now we will work 1 double crochet here into this next stitch. $12 single crochets over the next 12 stitches. Identify that next stitch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 1 double crochet here into this next stitch. 4 single crochets over the next 4 stitches. Remember, if you're not sure where your next stitch is, you can always fold this back. 1 double crochet takes up 1 stitch back here on your row. So when you put it back in place, you can see next stitch is right here where we do our 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ends our repeat for row number 3. So let's recap our repeat. The repeat for row number 3 began over here when we did 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 12 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 4 single crochets. So you will start back over with the beginning of this repeat and start with your double crochet and work the same set of stitches on down the rest of your row. I'm going to do the repeat one more time with you for those who are new to this technique. Everybody who's experienced, go ahead and pause and jump ahead to row 4 when you're ready. We're now going to begin the repeat for row 3 and work it one more time together. So our repeat begins by doing 1 double crochet. Four single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 double crochet. 12 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets to end our repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ends our repeat on row 3. So now we've completed 2 repeats together. This is what our work will look like. And if you need to pause and keep working down the rest of your row, you may do so now. Otherwise, we're about to show the row end, which I will be showing just this one time because all of our row ends will work out the same. So for those of us who are at our row end working a swatch, you will see that you're going to always have 2 stitches left at the end of your row. You will need to restart your repeat for 1 stitch and work it here in the second to last stitch, and then you will do your traditional single crochet in the very last stitch of the row. So whatever your row's repeat starts with, that is how you will handle this next stitch. So in this case, our repeat begins with a double crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet here into this next stitch, right here, picking up that front loop. Now we will do our double crochet. Last stitch in the row, traditional single crochet, going under that V. Now we can chain up 2 or bind off however you prefer. And we'll be back in just a second for row 4. We begin row 4 by joining on with color B. Our repeat for row 4 begins immediately by doing 1 single crochet here into this next stitch. 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Now we will do 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, and that ends our repeat for row number 4. So we're going to recap our repeat for row 4. We began our repeat for row 4 over here when we did 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 5 double crochets, 2 single crochets, 5 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet to end the repeat for row 4. So you will start back over with your single crochet and keep working the same set of stitches on down the rest of your row. And remember, when you get to the end of your row, you will have 2 stitches left. You will restart your repeat for the second to last stitch, and then you will do a traditional single crochet in the very last stitch of the row. So we'll be back in just a moment for row number 5. Here's what our work is looking like after completing row number 4. We're now moving on to row 5, where you will join on with color A. Our repeat for row 5 begins by doing 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 more double crochet, total of 2 right here, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, and 2. Oops. 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2. And we will end the repeat by doing 1 single crochet here in this very next stitch. And that ends our repeat for row number 5. So let's recap that repeat. Our repeat for row 5 began over here with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you will start back over working your double crochet and keep working that same set of stitches on down the rest of your row. And then we'll meet back up for row number 6. And again, just a reminder, 2 stitches left at the end of the row, restart your repeat for the second to last stitch, and then traditional single crochet in the very last stitch. Row 6 begins now by joining on with color B. And this is what your work will look like after completing row 5. Row 6's repeat begins by doing 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 6 single crochets. Make sure you know where your next stitch is. Just fold back. 3 double crochets means 1, 2, 3 stitches back here is what that takes up. Now I can begin my 6 single crochets, knowing for sure I am working into the correct stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we will work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 double crochet here into this next stitch to end our repeat for row number 6. There we go. So let's recap our repeat. Row 6's repeat began over here when we did 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 3 double crochets, 6 single crochets, 3 double crochets, 4 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you'll start back over with your single crochet and keep working that exact same set of stitches on down the rest of your row. We'll meet back up for row 7 in just a moment. Here's what our work looks like after we complete row number 6. And this is 2 repeats of the design on the row. So now we're going to move on to row number 7 by joining on with color A. So for me, that's the cream tone yarn. Row 7's repeat begins immediately by doing 1 double crochet here into this next stitch. Slide down right there. Now we will do 1 single crochet, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 single crochets, here, 1, 2, and 3, 6 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Three single crochets, 1, 2, and 3, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, now we will do 1 single crochet right here to end our repeat. So let's recap the repeat for row number 7 and take a look at what we've just done. So our repeat for row number 7 began over here when we did 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 4 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 6 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 4 double crochets, and we end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So you will start back over with your double crochet and keep working this exact same set of stitches over and over on down the rest of the row. We'll be back in just a moment for row number 8. We're now moving on to row number 8, where you will be joining on with color B. Our repeat for row 8 begins immediately by doing 1 single crochet here into the very next stitch. There's our 1 single crochet. Now we will do 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 10 single crochets over the next 10 stitches. So we're going to begin right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1 double crochet, now we will do 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we will do 1 double crochet right here to end our repeat. So let's recap our repeat for row number 8. Row number 8's repeat began over here when we did 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 10 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochet, and 1 double crochet. So you will keep working this same set of stitches on down the rest of your row, and we'll be back for row number 9 in just a moment. Row 9 begins now by joining on with color A. This is what our work will look like after completing the first 8 rows. Our repeat for row 9 begins by doing 1 double crochet right here. There's 1 double. We will do 6 single crochets over the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We will now do a total of 10 double crochets over the next 10 stitches. There's 1, 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and 10. We will now do a total of 6 single crochets to end our repeat for row number 9. So here's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That ends our repeat. So now let's recap that repeat. So row number 9's repeat began over here when we did 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 10 double crochets, and we end with 6 single crochets. So you'll start back over with your double crochet and keep working on down the rest of your row. Here's what our work looks like after completing row number 9. You may rewind in this video back to row 2 and complete rows 2 through 9 over and over if you want to use this design in a bigger project for multiple repeats of it. You of course can also use this as a great border option for those of you who like to make mosaic crochet borders, and that was what I was thinking when I originally designed it. As always, I really appreciate you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.